offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block em. We some animal, yeah, we some gobbler. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my house like my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I stiff him, I'm down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play, but the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta give all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Campbell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Target. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Blue 80.
On 1st and 10, Watson. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tiger.
Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On first down, it's Watson. His throw caught right around the 6. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. A shotgun snap for Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And out now come the Seahawks. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll come out in the pistol.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Down! Blue 80! Blue 80!
Out of the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Down! Green the line! Green the line!
From the gun, here's Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Reset!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Flag 22! Flag 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. They'll try the air now with Watson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun. Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Right back to him on first down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this.
Gun, 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 gun.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll run it with Coleman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Gun, 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 gun.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Watson on 3rd down. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Turn up. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Coleman. And now running right through it. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Now back to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
They'll run again with Clement, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now Watson from the gun, he'll throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Hey, blue 80, blue 80.
On second down, here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Richmond. Black 22. Black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
Coleman now. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Detroit!
This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. And they'll run it here. And he spins through. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, here's Petty. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Petty, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Reset. Black 22. Black 22.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Tiger. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Back 22! Back 22!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.